Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Sankhya Yoga Pritak Balaha.
Sankhya Yoga Pritak Balaha.
Vadandina Panditaha.
Vadandina Panditaha.
Ekamapi Asataha Samya.
Ekamapi Asataha Samya.
Uyorvindate Phalam.
Uyorvindate Phalam.
Only the ignorant speak of karma yoga and devotion service as being different from the analytical study of the material world, Sankhya. Those who are actually learned say that he who applies himself to one of these paths achieves a result of both. So Prabhupada has actually divided all the processes into two. One is the process of jnana, which generally people find it very popular. It's called Sankhya. Actually, it is very, very detailed, wherein we understand how the manifestation is divided between 24 elements. Earth, water, fire, air, ether. This becomes 5, Panchabhuta. And I think I explained many times. This 5 means the ways we perceive. Earth we perceive by 5, all the senses. And 1 keeps reducing. Okay? Water, you cannot smell it. Fire, you cannot taste it. Like that. And then mind, intelligence, false ego are subtle elements. Both are not, all the 3 are not known to the modern day science. And then next comes the 5 sense objects, that is referring to, and the 5 senses. We have the senses are eyes, nose, tongue, ears, skin, the 5 senses, and the sense object. Eyes has rupa, gandha, sparsha. It's very important actually. Many devotees who are doing study this, herein lies the solution of the quantum problem, because they're having certain problems. I don't know to go to that, but there are these are subtle. They are subtle matter. It exists. Since these sense objects are not just earth, there are subtle senses which we call the Panchendriyas, and then there are sense objects which the senses are perceiving. And then after that, what we have? Then 5 working senses: hand, legs, mouth, anus, genital. So this 5 into 4, 20, into 3, mind, intelligence, false ego, 23, and 4th is many times referred to as the 3 modes of mental nature. Sometimes it is said the total mental energy, whichever way that becomes unmanifested total energy, pradhana, whichever way it becomes 24. So this is called the analysis of Sankhya, and it is very, very detailed as you study this. Many people who know Sankhya, there are some devotees who know Sankhya, and you get confused. It's very detailed, Sankhya. In fact, most of the impersonalist scholars, Gyanis, they spend time studying this. And not only that, they analyze out, we are not of these 24 elements. We are the soul. You got it? So you understand all these elements, and I am none of them. I am the soul. That is the purpose of Sankhya. Finally, it comes to the root of the existence, that is soul and God. But a devotee's business is very simple right from the day one. What is he doing? Directly offering devotion service to the Lord. And this wherein an impersonalist spends so much time, neti, their process is called neti. I am not this. I am not earth. I am not water. I am not air. He goes on this, detaching himself. I am not this body. I am not this mind. I am not this intelligence. Separating himself from all these elements. which he is identifying. Just like, what is the difference between the seat and me? Correct? I have to identify. I'm identifying, separate myself from this seat. Similarly, I can identify myself from this body also. So this is a process of neti. When a person is observing his thoughts, I'm not this mind. I'm not this intelligence. It's a very, very, tedious process. It's called a process of neti. But a devotee's process is different. Devotee's process is actually, the Prabhupada is saying in the purport, one process is to find the root of the manifestation, one is to water it. It's easy actually. A devotee's process is, he is offering direct devotional service, and it is very easy process. So there is the difference between jnani and bhakta. And actually it does so happen, this neti process and the end is very, very boring. Because, why? We gave this example sometime. Suppose there is somebody, he is in a desert, and he accepts this fact that there is no water in the desert. We call him a wise man. Correct? Three kind of people. One is a karmi. He is not being mentioned here. The talk is between jnani and a bhakta. But let's full the complete category. One is a karmi. Karmi basically is an animal. Prabhupada used to give them not much credit. Karmi means animal. Why? Because he is running in the desert for search of water. He is an animal. So similarly, karmi means the people who are running in this world, and these are all karmis only, running here, there. Somebody was joking, they are coming so fast, it's so hurry they are. But for what? Correct? The drive means as if they have to, some urgent, some great work is there. And what is the great work? Sense gratification. This is karmi. The looking for happiness where there is no happiness. Jnani is slightly better than that. He understands there is no happiness in this world. He understands there is no water in the desert. He is considered a wise man. You come to him and you say, you know, one latest movie has come. What does he say? I'm not interested. Waste of time. Whatever you say. No. Last one was boring, but here there is new actor. I'm not interested. He has fed up now. We call him a great man. He's a jnani, very knowledgeable person. Correct? Whatever you attract him with cannot attract. No, one new kind of cloth has come. Something I'll wear. Forget it. So he is called a jnani. Okay? You can honor him actually. Genuine jnani. But a bhakta is still higher, because why? He knows where there is water. There is no water in the desert, but I want water. And where there is water, he knows. I can give another example. This is easy to understand, no? One person is a karmi, he is running for water in the desert. He is like a animal, like an animal in the desert. He is running in this world for happiness. When there is no happiness, Krishna gives a certificate in Bhagavad Gita, Dukhalem Ashashata. This world is full of misery, is pain, and it is temporary. Correct? He is fully convinced. When Krishna is giving a certificate, a devotee is fully convinced. He has no... But people are not like that. They are animals. They are running. As much you tell them. People want to see. Why is it that people don't come to Jnani platform or Bhakta platform? They don't learn by hearing. A devotee is the best actually. Just by hearing from Bhagavad Gita, Prabhupada says, if you just accept every word of Bhagavad Gita, immediately you are liberated. You are greatest jnani, you are greatest yogi, you are everything greatest. By what? Just accepting the words of Krishna. You see, there are so many big leaders today. Where are we in comparison to them? Correct? We are not so intelligent. We are not so resourceful. Correct? We are not so knowledgeable also. There are so many people. They know so much. There are some people who know 20 languages. Some people who have read thousands of books. They can speak on, we don't know anything compared to them. What did we do? We just read one book, Bhagavad Gita. And Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, Dukhalayam Ashasha. This place is temporary and it is full of misery. Over. Devotee doesn't waste his time. But a jnani generally, so karmi, why remains karmi? Because he does not take advantage of Krishna's words. Like Arjuna, when he was in trouble, he took advantage. But people are unfortunate. Krishna's words are available. Take an example is given You're a very rich man and you're starving. Why don't you go and buy something and eat? Isn't it foolish? It's considered a miser. So you are born in India. You are in the most fortunate place on earth where Gita is available easily, and you don't read Gita. You're very unfortunate. Therefore, it is said, Kalau doshan, Kalyuga people are Prayana alpayusha sabhyaha Kalau usmani yoge janaha Manda sumanda matayo manda bhagya upadita. Manda bhagya. The people of Kalyuga is very, very unfortunate. Why unfortunate? Just by chanting the holy names of Krishna and reading Bhagavad Gita, they can go back to Krishna's lotus feet. They don't take that advantage. Rather, they don't accept the authority of Krishna, but they accept authority of so many misleaders. And their whole life is spoiled. Running. Prabhupada said our work is very simple. You're running this way for happiness. Suppose somebody is running this way. You tell him that way you run. That's all. Anyway, their business is running. The karmis, their business is running. So the Gyanis, they are a little better, but generally Gyanis may not accept Krishna's words, but at least they have somehow become wise. Many times they become wise out of frustration also. Therefore, I have seen mostly in this impersonalist school. I used to be in Bangalore and not name it now. All people coming out in the evening after their class, and not one person with the black hair, all above 70, 80. Because that is that by the time person becomes frustrated with the body, with this life, and it tends to go towards impersonalism. Correct? But a devotee is most fortunate. And another thing is that why is he very fortunate devotee? Because in any position, you say, yesterday we were discussing, Vairagya. So in any position devotee, he may be a child, he may be a woman, in any position, he can get all the realizations. Wherein the Jnani, the process first requires a gross Vairagya. If you go to any Jnana school, you say, I'm a woman, not admitted. If it is genuine Jnana school. Children, not admitted. They require people to first take sannyas, which will not be practical for anybody. Correct? And they say another thing. They say when you take sannyas, you become Narayana, which is another joke. So Jnanis, actually they have poor fund of knowledge. They don't have clear knowledge, but they have angur khatte hain. They're frustrated from sense gratification somehow. So they tend toward this path, impersonal path. And a bhakta is most fortunate because he accepts Krishna's words and he immediately rejects sense gratification. But not only Jnani, what is his greatest achievement finally? He may understand, I am not this matter, I am spirit. Correct? That requires for a Jnani, in Bhagavad Gita it says, even this much understanding requires lot of effort. Kleshu adhikarastesham avyakta sakta chetasa. This neti process is very, very troublesome. But a devotee gets it like this. And watering the root of the tree, his process is very pleasurable. One side Krishna says the process of jnana is very troublesome. Kleshodhikarastesham avyakta sakta chetasa. Avyakta hi gatir dukkham. Dukkha means it's full of pain, this process. Because he has to reject all the material varieties. He sees something beautiful. No. He has to keep fighting in material variety. Because variety is mother of enjoyment. So as soon as he sees variety, it drags him for sense gratification. But a devotee is actually absorbed in spiritual variety. Prabhupada says if you keep looking at the deities, you will lose attraction for forms of this world. Because this is spiritual variety for a devotee. A devotee, when he goes for darshan of the Lord, he is so happy. Seeing the Lord being worshipped, he feels so much pleasure. And seeing the beautiful transcendental form of the Lord in the form of the deity, he loses attraction to the material forms of this world. When a higher thing, you can give up lower thing. The devotee takes nice prasadam, therefore loses attraction for all kind of food in the hotels, restaurant. He is very peaceful. So in different ways, Prabhupada says, you can just put Krishna everywhere. Then your mind becomes very, very peaceful. Now comes the situation of a karmi, jnani, bhakta. One more example I had. Suppose, take an example. Somebody loses 500 rupees. It drops from his pocket. Karmi, jnani, yogi, how they are situated. Karmi, what he will do? He'll take the note. Very nice. And he will go to India. He's a thief. So karmi is basically a thief. Because he is taking God's property and enjoying it without giving credit to God. He is a thief. Okay? There was once Srila Prabhupada was in Calcutta. So one big businessman who was a billionaire or whatever, he also joined Prabhupada's morning walk. Prabhupada had a tradition of early morning going for a walk because the doctor had told him, you should walk for some time. So he used to keep it in the morning, and it became a great pleasure because all devotees used to get very personal, time with him and ask some personal questions. And Prabhupada also had a leisure commenting on various things. So this man, somehow joined with, just came next to Prabhupada and wanted to be introduced. I'm doing some big business and I make jellies and all. So Prabhupada looked at him. You are a thief. So he didn't understand what Prabhupada wants to say. He felt completely heartbroken. He went to impress Acharya, and Acharya said, "You are a thief." So he then came back again after some time, recovery from the shock. No, Swamiji, but I give some charity and I help some people. Okay, you are a small thief, but you are a thief. You are taking God's property. You are not recognizing it as His property. You are a thief. So therefore, karmi is an animal. He is a thief. Prabhupada many times in the classes says, all thieves, rogues. That is because we are not recognizing actually that every moment, whatever we are taking from God's property. So who are we to do that? So always we should have full of gratitude. I am breathing now. That is God's kindness. Correct? I have no right to breathe this oxygen also. It is His property. It is not my property. This is understood, no? We explain this. Suppose something is at your home. It is for your enjoyment. Those who know law also the right, no? You are the enjoyer of this property. They write legally. You are the enjoyer of the property. So you are the enjoyer because it is yours. Because Sarvaloka Maheshwaram. We come from this world and we go from this world. This world does not belong to us. It belongs to Krishna. It is Krishna's property. So therefore we are a thief. So then next comes the person. He sees the money and he says, it's not my money. And he doesn't touch it. And he runs away. It's good, but still not the highest. What is the highest, man? He picks up the money, he says, who does it belong to? You say it belongs to me. Sorry, it fell from my pocket. You give it to him. Isn't he the greatest man? Bhakta is the greatest man. Because Jnani, when he sees variety of this world, he just rejects. He's rather funny situation. He's scared of the varieties. I heard if you're a Jnani, person following Jnana school, you give him our prasadam, no? All the gulab jamun, what all you make, sweet rice, they mix everything together and make one smudge and they eat. They're scared of because they may get attracted. No, they may get attracted. It doesn't work out. There was once analogy. The one person told, okay, this is clear. The three thieves, the 500 rupees whom you give to the person, you are the greatest. Bhakta, he offers his whole world to Krishna, including his body, mind, soul. Manasa deha geha jo kuch mora arpita tua pade nanda kishora. This is Bhaktivinoda Thakur's famous prayer. And Prabhupada quotes this many times. My dear Lord, I give you everything. My mind, my deha, my geha, everything, my Lord is yours. Je ku jo kuch mora arpita tua pade nanda kishora. Therefore devotee is greatest man. Once what happened, there was a person. And this person was having some kind of a disease that if he sees any color other than green, he gets a headache. He was in severe headache. You heard that? He was in severe headache. So what did the people do? They all came to him and they tried to, all doctors came. I think his head is busting. So finally one person came. He was some great saint or something, some Babaji. He visited him. He said, I am having terrible headache. He said, keep only green color. You are no headache there. You should see only green color. He went away. Now this man what he did, he painted all his house green, all his clothes green, painted all people all around him. There is a painting they do, color body paint. Only green thing has to come. You have to cover your head with green and all. He kept everything green. And then, after 1 year, he had no headache. He was very peaceful now. After 1 year, this Swamiji came, who had advised him. Before he came, they put on his head also one bucket of green paint. He was, what is this joke? He came inside. What are you doing? He said, you told only and it is working. I said, Buddhu, you could have worn a green specs, no? Yeah, that would have been easy instead of painting everything green. So similarly, the devotee is like who wears a green specs. He looks at this word as property of Krishna. It's very easy for him. Maya doesn't touch him. It is said the senses are like serpents. What are they? Like serpents. The devotee is also dealing with senses. He has sense objects all around. But because he has offered himself to Krishna, sense objects don't bite him. The Jnanis and Karmis, they are in trouble. Because they are not ready to offer this world to the Lord. They are like people. Jnanis are like, Karmis are like with headache. And Jnanis are the people who are trying to turn whole world green. It is not attractive. It is not attractive. It's not possible to work like that. It will fail. The best thing is actually to take a proper mood. Look at this world as the property of Krishna. Sevon mukha. Therefore, it is very important to pay obeisance to the deity. Why? We sevon mukha. The attitude of seva comes in. And I have always seen, when I had joined the temple, sometimes because we are suddenly coming from a strange atmosphere and changing, mind will be disturbed. Simple. Just pay one obeisance to the deity. Mind becomes so calm. Because you have changed your attitude. The moment you change your attitude, means change your specs as servant of the Lord, immediately the world, Vishwam Purna Sukhaya, this world is Vaikuntha for that man. He doesn't have to go to Vaikuntha. This world becomes a Vaikuntha because he is seeing service to the Lord everywhere. That is Vaikuntha. So it becomes very easy. There is Sevon Mukha and Bahir Mukha. Once you cannot do this, when you avoid the service attitude, the metal energy will kill you. Because metal energy business is Devi Esha Gudmai Mahamaya Duratya. You cannot cross over it. Mama Eve Prapadyanti. But when you take service to Krishna, Mayam Etam Tarantite, you can cross over Maya. So Prapadyanti, when you take the attitude of service to Krishna, that is very easy. And imagine this jnana process. If you read the Sankhya, your head will spin. This month, fad books, understanding, sense objects, senses, dividing this word, you have to learn Sanskrit rather, so many books are there. And devotee, what he does, Hare Krishna, Krishna. We make Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Rama, Hare Hare. He just chants Hare Krishna mantra. And what is the power of the Hare Krishna mantra? It turns his heart into a devotional attitude. Then this word is very easy for him. So devotee is living a very easy life. Prabhupada says, many times Jnanis say, this bhakti marga is very easy. So Prabhupada says, why are you practicing the difficult one then? Why do you practice the difficult one? Who has told you? It's actually, Prabhupada says, easy. What you said me once. It is very easy to understand. But when you try to apply it, it's also very difficult. Okay? It's very easy. I am a servant of Krishna. Very simple very simple. But to apply it, it is not easy. Prabhupada says, big jnanis will fall apart when they're trying to. We say, chant Hare Krishna, no, attentively try. One round you chant attentively. It's very difficult. But anyway, the process is very susukam kartum avya. It is joyfully performed. Srila Prabhupada ki